for this session also, actually it won't be long. Because for this order module, I will only introduce the order entry, return manage only before signing and after signing, logistic manage only two, logistic tracking and also shipping fee manage. Okay. Order tools here, I will only introduce mark settings, give rules, and also print settings. Other than that, I won't basically go through. Okay. So just want to ask, because I see a lot of familiar faces. So just want to ask, should I introduce about processing order again? About processing orders part. Should I introduce it again? Or should I just keep it? Should I skip? Because actually it's very direct also. Plus, I think people here today can. I also think can skip. But it because I don't see Miss Audrey in previous session. So Miss Audrey, do you need
Excuse
you
me.
still mm,
Regarding orders, if there is like offline orders, like sometimes a
uh-huh,
customer will come in to order, is there a way
mm-hmm.
to record it, and how do I deduct it from Pixlr?
Okay. That one will be in the order entry. So for this one, I'll explain it what's the difference. Basically we have three types of orders. So I'll explain it later. Before I explain, I follow majority. Hmm. So Miss Audrey, should I skip it? If not, I can introduce to you also, but yeah. So I'll just start with the order entry part. If you need me to introduce to you about the processing order part, just mention it out lah. And then I'll go through with the processing order part. Alright? So basically, we have three types of order that you can manually create. Okay, these are the orders for the platform that we don't support. Okay, for example, you have walk-in customer or you have retail store or you sell in WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, what else? Carousel, Muda, any platform that we don't support. Okay, you can actually create the order into our system to deduct your merchant SKU stock and also for the order to appear in the report section. Okay, so post retail order for your it's basically for your retail orders lah, your walk-in customer ke ataupun if you have a retail store, you can use this one as well. Okay, messenger order and manual order both are the same. Okay, both are the same, just that the manual order you manually fill in from A until Z, meaning by your buyer details, the name, phone number, address, what else, the postcode, everything you manually fill in. Okay, but for messenger order you can actually leave the part for your buyer to fill in their details. Okay, meaning by you just fill in their name and then you can generate one link to give it to your customer. So that is messenger order. That's the difference lah. But the function is the same. So if you prefer to basically fill in everything by yourself, you can use manual order. Okay, you can use manual order. Alright, so I'll show post retail order first. So just want to mention, each order here, you can actually create a store in our system. Okay, the reason why we do this is because we have users want to differentiate their store, their report and everything. So they don't include into one name lah, basically one store. Okay, so for example, you sell in WhatsApp, you sell Instagram, and Telegram. So you want to differentiate these three platforms. Okay, so you can create the order, add the order block, the store into the system. Okay, so each store here, the post retail store, messenger store, and manual order store. Okay, each of these can create up to 10 stores in total. Okay, 10 stores in total. So you can create the store in the setting, and then you go to authorization center, store authorization. So in here, you click on other here. So you will be able to see post retail order store, messenger order store, and also manual order store. So you can create up to 10 for each one. Okay, to differentiate. So nanti in the report section, it will appear as what you create here for the big seller store nickname. All right. And I just want to mention, like I said, you can create up to 10 stocks, but once you create, you won't be able to delete the store. Okay. You won't be able to delete the store. So please do make sure you create it wisely. All right. All right. So we'll start with post retail order. Okay, so for each order here, actually you can edit the price beforehand. So some user would like to have the price first, some user that prefer to just basically letak sendiri while they are creating the order. So it depends on you, which one do you prefer lah. Alright, so for you to edit the price first beforehand, it's under marketing section. So the marketing section here, you can search for selling price. So you will be able to see all those three orders punya price lah. Okay. So here, how do you create your post retail order? Okay, you click on create post retail order. So if you have a barcode scanner, you can actually directly scan your merchant SKU, but you have to make sure you print out the merchant SKU label. Only then you will be able to scan directly your merchant SKU. Okay, that is for the scanning function lah. All right. So in here, you directly choose which product that the buyer buys and everything. And then you can set the selling price. So this is because I didn't set the selling price beforehand. So if you have set the price beforehand, actually it will directly appear lah. All right, but it is optional, so it depends on you whether you want to set it earlier or directly set when you are creating the order. All right. So set the quantity and everything. So for example, okay. So on the right side, you will be able to edit the discount, edit the service charge, and then what is the payment method, the actual paid and everything. You can actually set it here. All right. So the VAT here, this is in this setting. Okay, if you want to edit this one, this is actually in the setting. So you have to go directly into the setting to edit this one. All right. So once you have created the post retail order, if you click on settlement, it will directly deduct your merchant SKU stock because the order will automatically go to the completed page. Okay, it will directly go into the completed page. Okay, and then you can also directly print the receipt after you click on settlement. But if you don't want to print now, also should not be a problem lah. You can print it later also. All right, you can find it under completed page. All right, so this receipt actually you can customize the receipt. Okay, can you guys see my screen? You can actually customize this receipt. Okay, you want to do it in A4 ke, A3 ke, A5 ke, it depends on you. All right. So that is for post retail order. So you can actually see lah under processing order, directly check in the completed page. So it will directly appear here. Okay, in the completed page. So that is for post retail order. Okay, messenger order and also manual order. the way you do it is actually the same. It's just that, so I'll show you directly from messenger order lah. So it's just that when you try to create one, okay, messenger order, you can put the recipient name here and leave out the rest for your customer to fill in. But for manual order, you have to manually fill in everything by yourself. All right? Okay, you have to manually fill in everything by yourself. Okay, so in messenger order, you will notice we have two buttons here. Okay, on top right, we have two buttons. Save and waiting to add info, and also save and pending approve. Save and waiting to add info, meaning by you just fill in the customer name here, and then you want to generate one link to send to your customer. You can use this button. All right. So I'll show you later what's the interface looks like basically. Okay. Save and pending approve, meaning by my user will use this if they are waiting for their customer payment. If they are waiting for their customer payment, they will use save and pending approve. Meaning by, okay, this messenger order, as long as you didn't approve the order will not go into the new order page. Meaning by the stock won't be allocated or deducted. Okay. Meaning by the order is uncertain lah. You have to confirm the order first, and then only it will go into the new order page. So that is the benefit of you using the messenger order. Okay. So for example, let me show you. Okay. So on the right side, you can actually see the shipping fee paid by buyer and then paid by seller. For this one, wait, I'll show you an example. Okay. And then you can put, if you given any discount to your customer also, you can put it here. So it will appear in the, when your customer click on the link, it will directly appear as well. Okay. So for example, contoh, right? So if you click on save and waiting to add info. Okay. So just want to mention, if you want to process this kind of orders into our system, you have to connect with the third-party logistics. Okay, third-party logistics. So currently, we only can connect to J&T Express. Okay, J&T Express. Other than that, won't be able to connect lah. And then you have to manually fill in all the details by yourself and everything. Okay, so here, you click on save and waiting to add info. Then click on confirm. How do you find the order? You can actually find it under pending orders. Okay, under pending orders. So in here, you will see one copy link button. Directly click on the copy link button. Okay, and then you send it to your customer. They will see this interface. So they can see the unit price, what SKU that they order, the total, the shipping fee, everything. So they have to fill in all their details and then upload their payment certificate. So you can actually see lah. So once they submit, so for example, okay, so once they submit the order, when they click on confirm, oh wait, let me copy the order number. Okay, when they click on confirm, they will see this page, meaning by it is waiting to approve. All right, so it will appear in the waiting to approve page. So in here, you can check whether you have received the customer payment or not, and everything, the details is correct or not. So once everything is correct, you can click on approve. If you want to select multiple orders to approve at the same time also should be no problem. Okay, so once you click on approve, the order will directly go into the new order page. In the new order page. Okay. So this is actually the way messenger order works. So actually, if your customer click on the same link, they can see that this order is actually on basically already processed lah, already approved.
When before they make payment, the
Mm.
item is already deducted from the
No.
inventory.
Like I mentioned, if you haven't approved the order, selagi order tu tak masuk into the new order page, selagi tu we won't allocate the stock.
But I need to allocate it first because if the product is running low and fast, then suddenly out of stock and she also make payment
That's
already.
the kalau macam tu, you have to use the manual order or you have to directly approve the order.
I approve the order, but in case she really didn't pay, so what happens?
That's why we create this messenger order. So this okay because this order you sendiri yang handle. So meaning by you sendiri yang tahu you punya stock like macam mana and everything. So if you know your stock is currently low on stock, you can rush your customer lah. If not, you cakap lah the order dah apa? The stock dah habis ke and everything. So it depends on you how you handle your order.
Oh, okay, so messenger order is like straight away deducted. Wait, pending order is belum deduct. Messenger order is terus deduct. Is it?
Post retail order and manual order tu yang kita post retail order terus deduct. Manual order, it will be allocated. Messenger order, once you approve only, will be allocated.
Oh, okay. So manual order is also
A choice for you to use also. Correct.
Okay, once I key in everything, so and she haven't made payment, I can
You can cancel the manual order. So the stock that we have allocated for the manual order will be released back into your seller center. The merchant SKU lah basically.
Yeah, so I use manual order will be more suitable in this case because I'm not sure whether this customer is gonna pay or not. And I still need to hold on to the item first while giving her time to pay. So manual order would be better, right?
The best lah actually.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that is for the order entry. Next, return manage. Okay. So for return manage here, okay, actually for return manage, we have two, it is actually for your return orders lah. So your return orders will actually divide it into two page. So it depends. We have before signing and also after signing. Before signing, meaning by before your customer even receive the parcel, they proceed to return it to you. Meaning by they still use the same tracking number. Alright, it will appear in the before signing page. So after signing, for the customer that has already received the parcel and then only proceed to return it to you, you can use after signing. Alright. So in here we actually only support basically for online marketplace, we only support 3 platforms at the moment lah. Shopee, Lazada, and also TikTok. Okay. So that is for before signing and also after signing. Alright. So please do make sure if you use inventory function, please do make sure any return orders that you get from the seller center, you perform stock in our system. Otherwise, your stock will not be tally with the seller center system. Okay. So nanti I have issues lah coming in from my my user. They didn't perform the return orders. They didn't perform the manual stock in for their return orders in our system. So the merchant SKU stock is not added back. Okay, but in the seller center, the SKU, the stock for the particular SKU has already been added back. So customer can place order. So when the order sync into the system, into our system, it will appear in the out of stock tab. Okay, the error would be the merchant SKU doesn't have enough stock in the warehouse. Okay, so when we check, because they didn't perform manual stock in for their return orders. Okay, so please do make sure you perform manual stock in. Manual stock in return, or basically you can just directly use scan to stock in here. Okay, so it depends on you. All right, and then logistic manage. We have logistic tracking. Okay, logistic tracking here, actually you can track the logistic information only for your ship orders. Okay, but currently we only support 3 platforms, Shopee, Lazada, and also TikTok. So in here, you can actually see where your order is, in which transit has already arrived to your customer or not, and everything. You can actually see it in here. So in here, I don't have any actual data lah, but if you try to check your Big Seller account now, you can actually see the order data here. All right. And then we have,
Sorry, just go back to the return store, the return item. We have to manually key in back in Big Seller, right? It wouldn't tally with Shopee when Shopee is already returned the amount.
yes.
So I have to update in Shopee, Lazada, TikTok one by one.
What do you mean by update?
Like the return item in they already in Shopee the customer already returned. So in Shopee the item +1, correct? But in Big Seller it wouldn't +1. I have to do it myself. Am I right?
Yes, you have to do it here in this page. So the merchant SKU stock will be added back +1 again. So when the merchant SKU stock has +1, your push row setting will be triggered. Automatically all of your store will follow also. Same thing.
All right.
All right. So next, shipping fee manage. Okay, so for shipping fee manage here, also only support 3 platforms at the moment. Shopee, Lazada, and also TikTok. So you can only see the completed orders data in this page. Okay, so as you can see, I don't have an actual data. So in this page, we have multiple status. We have negative, normal, positive, and negative and process. So you can actually see whether you are being overcharged or not based on your shipping fee. Okay, so if your the status appear as negative, okay, you can double check your package weight and also package dimension. Okay, but this is only if you haven't used any shipping voucher, because if you use shipping voucher, automatically in this page will appear as negative. Right? So if you haven't used any shipping voucher, still appear as negative, double check your package weight and also package dimension, the package size. All right. So if you double check and everything is okay, okay, you use the data to double check with your seller center. Okay, you use the data to double check with your seller center. There must be a reason why the order is being overcharged and such. All right. That is for shipping fee manage. Next, mark settings. Okay. This mark settings here, actually, you can mark your order in a certain way. For example, the order is urgent to process and everything. You can actually create one mark for us to auto apply to that order. So in the processing order page, you can actually filter out those order that has your mark. Okay, you can actually see it here. Use the filter section. So for you to create the order mark, you can directly click here. Okay, the add mark button. All right, but yes, you can see the note here. You can only create up to 100 marks. Okay, maximum 100 marks only. So my user will use this if you have order that is urgent to process or it is within your priority and everything. So it depends. You can use this for what lah. It depends on your creativity. Okay, so once you have created your mark, you click on mark rules here to create the rules. Okay, if not, the mark won't auto apply. All right, so in here, so I'll show you an example from the existing one. Okay, rule name doesn't matter what name you want to give. Also, this is actually only for your reference lah. Okay, and then you can actually see the condition here. So you can select according to the condition that you want. Okay, merchant SKU or store SKU or the SKU quantity range. It depends on you. And then at the bottom of the page, make sure you choose the mark that you have generated. Okay, make sure you choose the mark that you have generated. All right. So when you click on save, for example, you have multiple mark rules here. So it will be based on the priority here. Okay. It will be based on the priority here. And please do make sure that the status here is turned on. Okay. That is for the mark rules. So actually, not a lot of my users will use mark rules. But they will use one function we call it gift rule. So actually almost the same as the mark rules, but we will auto apply a gift for your particular order. Because we have users that actually give gifts lah to their customer, but they have to meet a certain requirement. Okay, so you can actually create that gift rules in our system. So in here, so I'll just create a new rule. Okay, in here, rule name doesn't matter, only for your reference. Okay, condition here, you can set designated by store, merchant SKU, or store SKU. And then the gift that you want to give to your customer, make sure the gift product too has their own merchant SKU. For example, if you didn't sell your gift in your online store, please create the gift manually in the merchant SKU page. Okay, make sure the gift product has a merchant SKU. Only then you will be able to create this gift rule. All right. So you can select the merchant SKU gift and then put the quantity. And also you can set also lah, if the gift SKU doesn't have enough stock, automatically it won't be applied. And you can also set it that way, right? And when you click on save, it will be depending on the priority number here, right? So the first one will be triggered first one. And then the status here you must make sure that the status here is turned on. Okay. Otherwise the gift won't be auto applied. Okay. So that is for gift rules. Next, print setting. Okay. For print setting here, sorry. For print setting here, you can actually customize your pack list, your pick list, summary list, your shipping label, your invoice, your merchant SKU label. So this is actually where you customize everything. Okay. So if you want to customize your shipping label, you can actually use this shipping label printing and then click on add template here. This is where you customize your shipping label. Okay. So under common template here, you can choose to customize your pack list, pick list, summary list, purchase order, the count list, and also the transfer list. So this is where you customize everything. All right. So actually this print setting is actually very direct lah. You can try to see if it works for you or not. Okay. So for each template here, for example, like the shipping label and also the invoice template, you can actually put your company logo. Okay, you can put your company logo. So for your post retail order, wait, let me see, where is it? Because for post retail order, you can actually customize the receipt. The receipt. Let me search. Post retail setting. Yes, here. You can actually customize the receipt here also. Okay, this is for your post retail. So for the tax, the VAT tax, you can actually put it here. The VAT rate, the service charge, and everything. All right. So you can actually put it here. Same goes to manual order, messenger order. This one also basically, if you want to sell your out of stock product, also you can turn it on. Okay. By default, if I'm not mistaken, it's turned off. By default. All right. So, any question before I go through the Big Seller app? Before I go through with the Big Seller app.
About your POS module, the system, you all actually have a complete POS system for us sellers, like the scanning.
Not no, okay, because we don't have an actual post system. So that's why we create this post retail order. But still, um if you have a barcode scanner, you can use the scanning feature. If not, you can actually use the Big Seller app for you to create one post retail order. So you can use your phone camera to scan the merchant SKU and everything. Should be able to do it also. But we
The
don't have an actual post system lah.
Okay, so
Mm.
this is for us that don't have a POS system because I'm not engaging any POS system yet because I don't really have a retail store. So actually, does this benefit us who is doing online only?
Uh, Online. What do you mean by online
So
only?
I'm still just selling in Shopee. So actually, this system, does it benefit for us online sellers? Okay, like barcode. Does your system can each of the product print barcode from your system?
Yes, actually, you can directly print under merchant SKU here. Each merchant SKU have their own barcode actually, so you can directly print directly from here. So it depends on you.
Oh, okay. So this one needs set up with the scanner, is it?
Yes,
I have
it's
to get my
either you
own scanner.
use a barcode scanner or you directly use the Big Seller app.
Use the Big Seller app. Use my phone to scan. You mean?
Yes, correct.
Okay. This section here is not covered yet, right? Like how do we set up this scanning thing? How to connect it to the system with our phone? It's just directly using the app, is it?
Directly using the app. Actually, just that the thing that you have to do is make sure you print out the label first. And then you should be able to use the scanning feature.
Okay, so one of the scanning, okay, it connects to the POS system, and the other one, can it actually match with our packing? Like when Shopee order come in, we have a packing list.
Mm.
Can it like
Mm-hmm.
cross check? Cross check when we before we pack, we have a pick list. So is there a system like to scan to make sure the picker?
The SKU is correct or not?
Yes,
Correct or not?
yes.
Yes, we do have it. So it depends. If you want to use a barcode scanner, you can use it under in process order tab. So like I mentioned also lah. So this you have to make sure you print out the merchant SKU label first. Only then you will be able to use this. Okay. So we actually have two methods lah, I would say. First in the Big Seller website. Another one is in the Big Seller app. So in the Big Seller app, you directly use your phone camera lah. Kalau you ada a barcode scanner, you can use the one that is in the Big Seller website. So in the Big Seller website, it is in the in process order page. So in here, you will see there's a scan and ship button. So you can use scan to inspect. Okay, meaning by For example, okay, I'll show you an example from this. Okay, in here, when you have a scanner, you directly connect to your PC ke laptop ke. Okay, you scan your shipping label first. Okay, once your shipping label has been scanned, now you have to scan your merchant SKU. So if you scan the wrong merchant SKU, for example, automatically will appear error. But if you scan the right one, this order will automatically be shipped long. So you can set actually has exceeded the quantity. You can actually basically set it here. So this one you can use it whether you want to use it directly from the Big Seller app also can, Big Seller website also should be no problem. So it depends. Okay. So that is for the scan to inspect in the Big Seller website. So let me share the Big Seller app. Wait, okay. So if you already download the Big Seller app in your phone, okay. Apa? Sekejap so you can actually see when you open your Big Seller app, right? This is the interface that you will see. Okay, so the sales today here, this is actually the same as the sales monitor in the report section. Okay, it's actually the same. So this that we show you here, the data that we show you here actually combines all the data from the combining all from all of your store. All right. So if you want to break down to each store, make sure you click on the arrow button here. Okay, so you can actually see lah for each store how many order, how many sales and everything. So you can actually see your SKU also for the day, which SKU has the most order lah basically. And then you can also see your shipment status. How many order that you currently want to ship today and everything. Okay, so this is only for today. Okay, I repeat, this is only for today. If you want to check back the previous report, you can check under data analysis here. Okay, under data analysis here, we have store report. Store report here, if you click on summary details, you can actually see for each store. Oh, let me. Okay. Wait. So if you click on summary details here, you can actually see the breakdown for each store. Okay. If not, you will see only the summary data here lah. Okay, the summary data. All right. So order report also the same. This is your order summary report. Okay, so you can actually see. So in the Big Seller website, can see pick list directly on app. Pick list, no. You won't. Why would you want to see pick list directly from the app? Why? Maybe I can pass if it's reasonable. Maybe I can pass it to our demand team. Demand list lah basically. Okay, so the order report is the summary data for your orders. How many order have you got for the week, for the day and everything? You can actually see it here. Maybe don't have to print pick list. Yes, because we have user that doesn't want to print the pick list. So in the Big Seller app, only support to directly print the shipping label. If you want to print the pick list, the pad list, too, basically by default lah. But the pick list, the summary list, invoice, you have to do it directly from Big Seller website. In Big Seller app doesn't support, only support to print a shipping label. Okay? So sales report is for your SKU. So you can actually see the SKU. I usually see the pick list on the web page on my phone. I don't print out. I see because you open Big Seller through your Chrome kan? Your Safari ke or your Google Chrome, correct or not? You didn't use Big Seller app. In the Big Seller app, we don't support to basically show the pick list. But if you open from your Safari or your Google Chrome, I'm not sure lah. For that one, I'm not that sure. Should be able to see it if I'm not mistaken. I should be able to see it also. Okay, so for this sales report is for your product, your SKU. So you can actually see, I cannot click on the summary details here, but if you click on the summary details, you can actually see a drop down for each SKU. How many orders, how many product quantities sold, the return and refund data, the cancel, the sales data, everything. You can actually see under summary details here. Okay. And then we have order manage. Okay, order manage. Scan to send image actually relate with a system named Docker. If you want to use this one, you have to register a Docker account. DUOKE. So this Docker actually a customer service software, a customer service software system. Okay, so Big Seller mainly the function is for your stock, for your inventory, right? But Docker will focus more on your customer service part. Okay, your customer service part. So you can actually use this Docker system. So this scan to send image. Okay, actually this scan to send image is you scan the shipping label and then our system and also Docker system will detect, okay, this order is for which customer, right? So once you have detect for which customer, you can actually take a picture of the parcel and then you can set a certain message. Okay, this message, for example, can be like, we have shipped out your parcel at blah, 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 blah. Okay, and then you can directly send the message and the photo directly to your customer through the Docker app. Okay, that's the benefit of using the Docker and you authorize it into our system. All right, so that is scan to send image. Scan to check order. Basically, you double check your order. You just scan your AWay bill and then you double check your order here. That's it. Okay, scan to ship. You skip the process where you click on ship. Okay, you skip the process where you click on ship. Meaning by you just directly scan the shipping label and the order will move from, how to spell Docker again? D-U-O-K-E. D-U-O-K-E. Okay, scan to ship, you scan the shipping label. So the order from in process order, it will directly go to the two pickup orders. Yes, correct. D-U-O-K-E. Okay, so scan to inspect. Okay, scan to inspect, basically you scan the shipping label first and then the order details will come up. So once the order details come up, you have to scan the right merchant SKU pula. Only then the order will move from in process order to two pickup orders. Okay, so if you want your pickers or your packers to basically your pickers lah basically to minimum kan dia punya careless mistake, you can use this scan to inspect. Okay, scan to inspect. So wave picking here, this one no need to see lah. This is only for your for Pro Plan users. Okay, post order. How many device can use this app at one time? Actually, it doesn't matter. But you can actually create 2 sub accounts for your staff. 2 sub account for your staff. Meaning by your staff won't see this data lah. This data. This sensitive data. You can actually hide it from your staff. But by using sub accounts lah. For free plan users, if I'm not mistaken, you can create up to 2 sub accounts. Okay, 2 sub accounts. So post order also you can directly create from our system. So that's why if you print out the merchant SKU label, you can actually use this post order to directly scan. So I'll show you. You can directly scan it here. Okay, it's either you select the product manually or you scan the SKU or GTIN. Okay, other than that, it's actually the same need. Inventory manage. Inventory manage, you can perform stock in return. Okay, stock in return only applicable for before signing. You cannot use after signing in this stock in return. Okay, after signing, you have to perform it in the big seller website. Okay, manual stock in, basically you can scan to stock in your item. Manual stock out, you can scan to stock out your item. So the difference is in Big Seller app and also the Big Seller website is that if you have print out the merchant SKU label, you can actually use everything here by using scanning function. Only scan to send need Docker app. Other scan only. Yes, correct. Scan to send image only that need Docker. Other than that, no need already. Okay. Quick stock count. Okay, this one to count, basically to count back your stock lah. You put the quantity that supposedly you have. Okay. Inventory list. You can actually see your available stock. So this available stock is the one that will appear in your seller center. Okay. You won't be able to edit anything lah. The cost ke, everything ke, nothing. You can only check the available stock. That's it. Alright. And then these two features is actually also no need to see lah. This one also relate with DWMS. And then scan to receive. Okay. Scan to receive here actually relate with if you have more than one warehouse. You will use this one to transfer one SKU from one warehouse to another warehouse. You will use this function because this is actually a new updated function. If I'm not mistaken, yesterday. So before this, for you to receive anything from your other warehouse, you have to go into the Big Seller app to receive it. If I'm not mistaken, this also applicable for for your purchase order. For your purchase order. Okay. And then service, you can access the FAQ directly from our from the Big Seller app, and training requests also. But for this one, actually, it will go into the system first law. If you are urgent in need of training, you can directly contact the number that you received the link. They will arrange you a training session. Okay. And then order here, this is where you process your orders. So if you notice, I have 14 orders, but 10 no data here because the order all in the Big Seller app, it appears under out of stock tab. So that's why it doesn't appear in this page. Okay. What is DWMS that you mentioned just now? WMS ke? Is it WMS? WMS is a warehouse management system. Only for Pro Plan users and above. Warehouse management system. That is WMS. Normally, the users who has around 500 orders per day and above will use WMS. For those user that has a warehouse system, right? A warehouse will directly use that one to make the process much more easier. Okay. So basically, for you to process your orders, you can directly use this app also. It's actually 100% the same. So like I mentioned, you can only print the airway bill. Okay, print the airway bill here. Other than that, you won't be able to do. Okay, and then under block here, okay, actually this is the, I think, very rugi lah if you didn't check it out. Okay, because in this page we actually have marketing tips, seller tips, the marketplace news and everything. You can actually see it here. Okay. You can actually see it here. Alright. And then in here, nothing else lah. The integration is only support. If you want to reauthorize your Shopee, Lazada or TikTok, you can use your Big Seller app also. If not, other platform, you need to use Big Seller website. Okay. And for the setting in the Big Seller app, please do make sure if you want to receive a notification, if you have a new order coming in, right? If you want to receive a notification, please do make sure you turn it on. Okay, you turn it on. And also, if you have set any stock alert in the Big Seller website, you can actually turn on this button as well. So if any of your SKU receive is currently low on stock, automatically our system will give you a notification. But the notification you will only receive every morning, if I'm not mistaken. Every morning. It will appear, for example, it will appear like this. It will appear like this. So you can check out which SKU and everything. Okay? So, any questions before I end the session?
Don't forget, we offer free training and demo sessions exclusively for our Big Seller users. Drop your training request, share your info, and let us know what you want to learn. Our customer service will reach out to you promptly. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more upgrades and features in Big Seller. See you in the next one.